I have a lot of green growing in the front garden bed and very little else. I do have a white trumpet flower here that came back from last year, but all the other plants you see is a ground cover that gives a little bitty royal blue flower, and it's spreading nicely, but I have some sparseness. So I'm going to plant a couple of plants today that's going to give me a little pop of color. So far, the only color that I have at the moment is this beautiful light baby pink Sweet William. I do have some morning glories that are going to be showing their face pretty soon. I have one right here. I have one right here. I do have some grass I've got to pull out. So, and I've got some weeds as well that I need to take out of here. So today I'm going to be just kind of putting a little bit of color in here and trying to make this look a little bit nicer than what it does. I'm not overly concerned about this flower bed right now. I did put some flower seeds, so I don't want to do too much disrupting because I don't know if the flower seeds are going to come up in exactly where they are, because I spread them along the entire bed. We'll see what happens in a couple of weeks or so. If not, it'll just be all green, well, besides the morning glories. And I can see the morning glories are coming out of the enclosure because this is a morning glory, and so is this, and so is that. All the rest of these are ground cover that have found their way out into the garden or in the grass. That's a morning glory as well, and so is that. If you can't identify a morning glory, now you can. That's a baby, that's a baby, that's a baby, and that's a baby, and that's a baby. So let's get planting. I have some grass that's growing in here and some unidentifiables. And so I'm trying to get those out before they really start to take root. Because if you don't, then by the summer, this will be full of grass and I won't be able to get a hold of it and get it out because the flowers would have grown and it'll just be a nightmare to try to get it out. So what I try to do is get as much of that root out of there as possible. So there's less likelihood of it growing back. Now you can't get rid of all of it because grass is a weed. I know some people will disagree with me, but to me, grass is a weed. And I hope that wasn't a baby plant that I just chopped up. See, I'm trying to be patient and get around the unidentifiables. But some things might be sacrificed trying to get this grass out and anything else that doesn't need to be in here. So that's what I'm going to do right now. And I will be back when I get to the next point. Because you all don't want to sit here and watch me dig out grass. But if you've never dug out grass, that's how you do it. You just get something up under it and pry it out to the best of your ability and move on to the next piece of grassy area. I did dig out as much of that opportunistic weed as I could have. If you're not quite sure what that opportunistic weed is, I call it grass. There was some disturbance, but it couldn't be helped. So now it's time to put a little bit of color in this garden bed. The only plant I can identify here is this lantana. All the other plants didn't have any tags on them, but that's okay, they were free. So I'm just gonna put them in and hope for the best. Don't know if you can see it or not, but in this garden bed, I do have some clay, sandy soil, as well as lots of garden compost that I put in. So this bed is a mixture of soils. And I'm just randomly digging a hole and placing this in. I don't know if it's going to grow or if it's going to spread out because I don't know what these plants are. But I'm just going to put them in and hope for the best. I am going to water everything in. That looks like a rock. And there's also lots of debris from the trees. This is debris from the trees, besides the leaves, that fell because the trees are coming awake. So that's what that is. Now I'm just going to plant the others the exact same way. They're very dry. They do need some water, so I'll be watering them in. When I went to pick them up, they were just outside on a table, so they got all the day's sun, so I'll be watering them. I don't know how long they sat there, but that's okay. They'll get some water. I'm losing light, so I am going to water this in and call it a day. It doesn't look like much right now, but I'm hoping that in a few weeks to a month, this bed will have filled in and all the bare spots you see won't be there. I want to thank you for watching this video today, tuning in. I'd like for you to come back each and every video. If you like this video, do me a favor. Hit that like button. Share this video. Leave me a comment. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I appreciate all who watch, be that you are subscribed or not subscribed. And I appreciate the time you spend with me in the garden each and every time I take you guys out there. So until the next video, I'm losing light, so I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.